All right, so we're gonna start off by taking 2 basic pinch pots and putting the seams together. Now I've built my pinch pots already, but it's going to look like this. So you'll build one, and yes, I'm doing it at an angle. Okay, so you'll do your 1 pinch pot. You wanna make sure the rim is thick enough so you can blend. Okay, if you do really thin edges, you're not going to be able to sit them, you're not going to be able to score and slip them, and you're not going to be able to weld them together. We're trying to make them look seamless, okay? So you're going to do 1, so this is pinch pot number 1. You're going to do a second one. It looks like an Easter egg. You're going to do a second one, and this is where it's going to attach at. So you're scoring and slipping the 2 seams, the 2 edges together, which I'm going to show you guys right now, okay? All right. So I've already made my 2 pinch pots, okay? You want to make sure that one's not wider than the other. It's okay if it's a little bit off, but mine's looking like a giant egg right now, and that's a-okay. I'm going to take my score tool. I'm going to score around the edges of each of them. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It's going to have some clay boogers. That's okay. We'll smooth them out. But you need to make sure you're doing both of them. Okay. Once you have them all scored, okay, both of them are scored, they're scratched into, then you're going to add slip. Now, slip, a little goes a long way. You don't need to soak this in slip to get it to stick. Okay? Oh, this is kind of watery. So you're just going to go along one of the rims. You don't have to do both sides, just on one side. So I have slip on my one side. Okay, you do not need to do both, like I said. And you're gonna attach it. So I'm gonna find the best area for it to go. And I'm gonna slowly press together. Now, since there's an air pocket in it, I gotta be careful because I don't wanna pop it. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I'm kind of pressing it together a little bit. And now I have to weld it together. So I'm going to take my tool and then I'm going to pull clay from one side into another. I like to do it in a quick motion, and you can go back and forth, but we're also trying to make it look seamless. You can also use your thumb. You don't have to use a tool, but you also have to be careful not to pop it. It's like a balloon. Now, my pinch pots were pretty thick, but they were even. They were like a medium thickness, not too thick. So I can actually tilt it on here and it'll be okay. You can use a different side of my wood tool to really make sure I'm making it look seamless. But I'm also being careful not to apply pressure at the top to where the air will pop. You can go back and forth. So now I pretty much have an egg shape. From here, you can lightly tap it to get the form that you want. So those cubes, those spheres, those cones that we were trying to draw earlier, that is what you guys can do with this hollow form. And then from here, It's all pretty much adding, carving, and sculpting your piece. Okay? It's hollow on the inside. It can contain stuff. Okay? Questions? Yes, Devin.
If you wanted a different shape, like a sphere, do you like make the shape before you put the pinch pots together or after?
After. So this is pretty much kind of like a sphere already. It's a little bit more of an egg shape, but you can tap it and pat it to pretty much get it into the shape that you want. You can lightly tap it on the table and rotate it to also get it into that shape as well. Great question. Thank you, Devin. Any other questions? All right, we're all good, friends.